What's up, y'all? My name is Seth Packan, and this is where small town brains talk about big city nonsense. This is Podunk Perspective. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Podunk Perspective. We are back with Tyra Madison. How we doing?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So, you're an artist in town. Tell us where you're from and how you got into music.
I'm from a small town in southeastern Kentucky called Pine Top, and I grew up on bluegrass music. My Papaw played the harmonica, my uncle played the guitar, and every Tuesday night we'd go to this thing called Pickin' and Grinnin'. Like, it's just bluegrass get-together, all kinds of talented musicians and singers, and I kind of just grew up doing that. And at one point, I was the little girl that was like, give me the mic, and I never put it down. So
was your family pushing you to do music? Like, they were like, once they saw you like latch on?
I would say more they were pushing me to do sports.
Yeah?
Because I grew up in a pretty sports family. You know, I love sports, but it wasn't my thing necessarily. But my mom played basketball, my dad played baseball. So they
What'd you play?
Well, I tried basketball. I got the defense award, which you got to hustle, but, you know, I wasn't the best dribbler. I love watching basketball, though.
For sure.
But it's just not my sport. I did dance, though, and I call that a sport.
Yeah, well, it's in that same realm of, like, performing, right? You know,
Exactly.
if you're taking the stage, you still have to prepare for it, practice, the whole thing.
Any way that I could get on a stage, I wanted to do it.
Was it easy for you to get on a stage, like, from the get-go, or did you have to work at it? Like, were you nervous, you know?
Honestly, no. I think I was just such a little, like a bubbly, not scared of anything little girl that I just never got the stage fright thing.
For sure. Who are some artists that, like, you grew up on and maybe your parents were playing around the house?
Ooh, I grew up on a lot of 80s rock with my mom and my dad. Some 2000s hip-hop with my brother in the car, probably Nelly at that time. Yeah, so, like...
Amazing.
All of the above.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Oh, you know what? I really don't know the answer to that question. I mean, maybe I don't know. I can't imagine I can't imagine myself doing anything else, and like, you know, I don't really have a plan B. Like, you know,
that's a great way to think.
Yeah.
So what was that first moment in your life where you were like, I'm doing this music thing, you know, I'm taking it seriously?
Oh, taking it seriously? I mean, none. None. I remember I auditioned for America's Got Talent at that point, and, you know, I sang the song Angels. And I first started singing when I was in kindergarten, and it was a school talent show, and I went to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I want to sing. And she's like, what? Because she had no idea I was going with my mama and Papaw and singing at the thing called Pickin' and Grinnin'. I was like, yeah, I want to sing. And, you know, her being the supportive mom she was, she's like, okay, sweetheart, okay, we'll get you on stage, all right. And I sang You Are My Sunshine a cappella. That's why I have this tattoo, my sunshine tattoo. For sure. And, yeah, ever since then, they were like, that little girl has a big voice. And, yeah.
What was that audition like with America's?
Oh, reality TV's crazy.
Yeah.
American Idol, The Voice, America's Got Talent. I've done it all.
Yeah.
I think it's funny when you watch it on TV and you're like, oh, okay, so you just, like, stood outside in line and then got to go to the celebrity judges. And it's like, no. You know how many rounds you got to go through in order to get to them?
Yeah.
I think I remember that was America's not Next Top Model, sorry, wrong Tyra. America's Got Talent. I remember it was in Chicago. I think it was Chicago. And we were outside freezing to death. It was me, my mom, and her friend Lori. And I just remember freezing to death, waiting to get inside to even audition.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, like, what would be harder, like America's Got Talent or like a show like American Idol or something like that, because one, you have just a bunch of talents, the other one's purely just music, you know, like, what were the differences between the two?
I was 9, so I don't remember a lot of it, but kind of like you said, like, America's Got Talent, like, you could have seen some people juggling over there in the corner, and I'm just, you know, a little girl singing. So
absolutely.
But I think American Idol, you know, you look around and like everybody's doing the same exact thing that you're doing.
What was the best experience out of the 3?
None of them.
Yeah.
None of them. I don't know if you've seen, but I mean, I didn't bash American Idol, but I definitely made a video about my experience.
Well, tell us. It's Podunk Perspective. I think you should tell us about it.
No, I will. I'll air it all out. Honestly, I can't audition anymore. This was I auditioned this past year for the last time. I'll probably never get on another reality show after this, but honestly, I really don't care. I don't think it's my path. Anyway, so I auditioned in 2020, and that was the year Noah Thompson won. Yeah. And when I was 15 years old, the only thing I wanted to do was audition for American Idol.
Right.
So it was around that time where American Idol would go to these small towns. So I auditioned then. I probably auditioned 3 or 4 times for that show.
For sure.
Because, well, you know, when you're from a small town and they're like, oh my gosh, you should audition for American Idol. Have you ever thought of that? And it's like, you know, yeah.
Absolutely.
I've thought about it. And I've not thought about it. But yeah, so I auditioned in 2020 and auditioned over Zoom. That was COVID. So, I mean, you know, masks, 6 feet apart, everything was going on. Yeah, that was the first time I made it to the judges. It was in Austin, Texas. Dang. And everyone had their mask on, sitting around. And at some, you know, it's reality TV, so they make you go outside and stand in the burning sun and, you know, sweat and burn up. You got a mask on. It's just like, I mean, if you get anything from this, it's that reality is not reality.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to turn it into TV. You know, so other people can watch it.
I just wish that it was more about the talent, but you got to remember it's TV at the end of the day. And I remember after I didn't make it to Hollywood, I remember one of the producers was like, just remember that this is a TV show.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, you had a song that came out that same year that did pretty well on TikTok and stuff. Tell us about that and the title of that song.
Yeah, it's called Right Girl, Wrong Time. You know, when COVID hit, like, what else were we going to do? Like, we couldn't play anywhere live. So I was like, what's this thing called TikTok? So I get on this thing called TikTok, and I'm like, oh, I'm learning the dances. I'm having fun, renegade with my friends, whatever. And then I was like, oh, wait, people are promoting their original music on here. So I remember that was Olivia Rodrigo driver's license era. Dang. And I remember that I posted a cover of me just singing along to her in the car. It's the simplest thing. And that was my first video to go viral. And I was like, oh, this app kind of works. So I was like, okay, well, I gained a few followers. I think it was 16,000 at that time. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to post an original song just to introduce people to who I am. You know, there was no intent to go viral. It was just like, you know, this is me, this is my song, blah, blah, blah. So basically I got in the car and I go, hey, this is my song called Right Girl, Wrong Time. You can scream it in your car just like driver's license. Check it out. And yeah, it blew up. It was my first video to, you know, ever blow up. So
that's awesome. So what was the first song you ever put out? And like
ever?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Ooh. Original?
Yeah.
I think it Ain't No Dime. It was called Ain't No Dime. It's not
so,
on any surfaces.
Going back to that time.
Yeah.
How exciting was that for you? Is it like,
it was
putting
so
out
exciting.
Your own original?
Actually, no. I released music before that. I mean, I started... I'm losing my mind. I released a whole EP when I was about 17, 18, 19, something. I started writing when I was 17, and I would travel back and forth from my small town to Nashville to write. So yeah, I can't remember what the first exact song was, but I definitely put out an EP at that point.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about like the first time getting in like the studio? What was that like?
I love the studio. Yeah. I mean, I love the stage a lot, but I love them both equally.
For sure. Do you like writing or do you like singing more? Do you like them equally?
You're like asking me my favorite child right now. I can't answer that.
Yeah, no, that's
I think part of me like really wants to be recognized for my songwriting because I do think I'm a good songwriter.
For sure.
So
what's it like getting in the room? Like for people that don't know, that aren't in the music industry, like how do you go through the process of writing? You know, how do you get your rights? You know, that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Some people I've met out at Red Door or whatever.
Right.
Like it's just like making connections, or you know, my company, I'm with Ignition. They set me up on rights as well. The inspiration, I don't know. I have so many like song titles and ideas in my notes app. Like if I lost that, that would suck. But I think that's every writer. Like, right? Everybody has that notes app. But inspiration, it's either coming from me or what my friends are going through. But the cool thing about songwriting is that you can put yourself in somebody else's shoes and it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. So you just put out a song called Whiskey Sour. Who'd you write that with?
I wrote that with Alex Angelo.
Absolutely. So tell us like the story behind the song, you know, and why like you put it out.
Well, I've been known to drink a few whiskey sours in my life, and I was like, I think that's a song. Like, so I took it to Alex and I was like, hey, I have this song idea. I was like, I think it can be used to say how a relationship goes from good to bad.
For sure.
And it says in the first part of the song, it says it started sweet, and then until things went whiskey sour is into the chorus. So it's like, it's a cheating song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, so.
Where's your favorite spot in town to go get a whiskey sour?
Ooh. I think Patterson House has really, really good cocktails.
Okay. Is that like a go-to spot?
I haven't been there in a little bit. I also really like LA Jackson.
If you're going out, like, let's say you're feeling great, you're having a great Saturday.
Okay.
What is like the perfect like lineup of bars for a Saturday night?
Midtown.
Yeah.
Midtown. I love Odie's. Have you had a Happy Juice?
No.
Oh my God.
What's that?
It's like what they call ranch water, kind of. Okay. It's like Topo Chico, and then they dump out half of it, and they put margarita mix in there, and then tahini on the rim, and they are so good. I have had far too many of those.
Damn, that sounds really good. So is it only like at one place, or like is that like a drink?
It's called Happy Juice at Odie's.
Yeah, Odie's, got it. Is that so? Like that's like their drink. Like no one else makes that, right?
They don't call it that. Nobody else calls it that. But like I said, I think it's called a ranch water or something.
No, for sure. Yeah. That sounds good. So you play you play around town a little bit. Tell us like what that experience is, you know, playing around industry folks, and then maybe, you know, playing outside of town and what the difference is.
I play a lot of writers' rounds in town. And I love writers' rounds. I know people have their opinions about it, but I think for me, it's like I love to play writers' rounds because I can test out songs and see people's reactions.
Absolutely.
So I really like that. But, you know, I play a lot of out-of-town shows. Like I play in Kentucky a lot. And I love it because I get to be, you know, surrounded by family and friends. So I really enjoy that. So I like them both. They're different. Yeah.
What's your most favorite show you've ever played?
Oh, opening for Nelly.
Damn. Where at?
Opening for Nelly in Pikeville, Kentucky.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, at the Appalachian Wireless Arena.
That's really cool. Homestay and everything.
Yeah, because I mean, I grew up going to Pikeville all the time. It's like neighboring county from me, so I grew up going there all the time, and yeah, it was just really cool. And I love Nelly. Like I said, I grew up on 2000s hip hop, so I grew up listening to Nelly in the car with my brother on the way to school. So
no, that's sweet. So would you say, or I guess it's more of a question, do you have new music coming out?
I do.
Would you say that there's some different influences when it comes to the songs you're putting out?
No, it's definitely, so it's songs for the baddies and saddies. It's the sassy songs, and it's the songs that make you want to cry.
For sure.
There's no in between.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about going out and playing shows and then having like fans coming up to you and, you know, Do they relate? What did they have to say about the songs?
Yeah, I recently. I just hit the mic. Unprofessional, sorry. I actually just opened recently for Emily Ann Roberts.
Okay,
and
awesome.
I played kind of near my hometown in Prestonsburg. It's Prestonsburg, Kentucky, the Mountain Arts Center, and there's just. I love when little girls come up to me because it's just so cool. Because what my goal is, I want to be a role model.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's really cool. Or I'll have older girls that have been through heartbreak and experienced that, and they're like, your song "Right Girl, Wrong Time" really helped me through my breakup, and I think that's the coolest thing that anybody can do is. Relate to my music that way. It's why I write it, to help people. Yeah. Music heals. So.
Well, definitely for sure. Music's definitely powerful. What's some advice you could give to artists that are thinking about moving here? In this industry.
It's not for the weak.
Right.
It's not for the weak. If you don't love it, don't even think about it. But if you do love it, do it. We only get one life, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you done any shows on Broadway?
I've performed on Broadway maybe twice.
Have you witnessed anything crazy, or even just hanging out on Broadway? What's the craziest thing you've witnessed?
Oh my Lord!
I feel like you've got some stories.
Well, I got a good one. My 21st birthday, I most definitely fell down the stairs.
Dang.
Yeah.
Where at?
I think it was FGL at the time.
That's a good.
And I had this my friends gave me this sign that I had to check off all these things, and one of them was take a picture with a cop. So I've got a picture of me and a cop and my ID from when I turned 21. Yeah. So.
No, that's really cool. Who are some of your artist friends in town? And how do you connect with them when it comes to the work life in the industry?
Ooh. I love Robin Onalini. I think she's killing it. I was actually, when you said you drive an F-150 or somebody does, I was like, then I see an F-150. I just love her. I've really recently, met Magnolia Rising. They're so talented, and they are baddies.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also recently met Chanel West Coast.
Dang.
And she's a baddie.
Yeah.
And she puts out country music, so go check it out.
Damn. How'd you meet her? What's the story behind that?
I was at CRS, and you never know you're going to meet in Nashville, but I was at a little suite party thing during CRS where everybody just gets up and does a guitar pull kind of thing. And
let's go.
She got up and sang, and I got up and sang, and we kind of just... met. I love girls and women, so I'm most likely if I go to the bar, I'm talking to the girls in the bathroom and not the guys at the bar.
Yeah. No, I remember her from Ridiculousness when she was on there. I used to watch that show all the time.
No, I know. And I said the same thing, but she's so sweet, and that's somebody I've met recently too. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
So can you give us a little sneak peek into this new music that you might be putting out this year?
Yeah.
Stories or anything?
Oh, I thought, I can play one and the next one in a minute.
We'll definitely get into that.
Story. The next one? My next single?
Yeah.
It's a saddie song. It's a song about being the one before the one, which I think I relate to because all of my exes are married, which is fine. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens,
Yeah, but it's a sad girl song.
For sure. And then, do you have, a release schedule that you can kind of give us? Do you have, more lined up after that?
Yeah. I got tons of singles coming out in a row. I've kind of planned it that way. So.
Awesome. Yeah. So, I guess we'll get into it then. How about that?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Podunk Perspective. We are back with Tyra Madison. We got some songs about to be played. What's this first one for us?
This one is called Cowboy Killer.
Let's go.
Busting through the swinging door, this bar has everything I'm looking for. Anglers on my right, ropers on my left. I'm about to show 'em I'm the Wild Wild West. Can't stay long in this town I'm in. I'm a tumbleweed blowing with the wind. Call me me the cowboy killer. Break 'em like a horse, take 'em down to the river. Run 'em hard, rope 'em in, burn my bread on their heart, then I do it again. Sitting pretty in a saddle with a gun full of glitter. My love is the bullet and my kiss is the trigger. Wanted poster says you're never gonna get her. Call me the cowboy killer. I'm the quickest straw they've ever seen. Shot from my lips, they fall to the knees. Got a 5-figure bounty hanging on my head. Can't take me alive, won't take me dead. Shoot out on the edge of town. Another man up and another man down. Call me the cowboy killer. Break 'em like a horse, take 'em down to the river. Run 'em hard, rope 'em in, burn my bread on their heart, then I do it again. Sitting pretty in a saddle with a gun full of glitter. My love is the bullet and my kiss is the trigger. Wanted pussy says you're never gonna get her. Call me the cowboy killer. The cowboy killer. If the sheriff comes looking, I won't be here. I'll be gone with the sun when the gun smoke clears. Call me, call me, call me. Oh, call me the cowboy killer. Break 'em like a horse, take 'em down to the river. Run 'em hard, rope 'em in, burn my bread on their heart, then I do it again. Sitting pretty in a saddle with a gun full of glitter. My love is the bullet and my kiss is the trigger. Wanted poster says you're never gonna get her. Call me the cowboy killer. The cowboy killer. The cowboy killer.
Damn, that was awesome.
Thanks.
That was wild. How'd you learn to sing? Like, was that like something you picked up easy or?
Well, I sang in school.
Yeah.
I was a voice major. I went to Belmont.
Okay.
I was a voice major.
That's
there,
really cool.
So.
Were you doing like classical stuff at the time?
I did do classical. I did classical and commercial. I did 2 years of classical, so I can sing the Italian. Well, I used to be able to, but and then 2 more years of commercial, what they call it, which is basically like country, pop, whatever your genre that you chose.
That's great. That's really cool.
Yeah, this is Julian too.
Hey,
Julian, where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, and I also went to Belmont. So go Bruins.
Go Bruins!
Hell yeah! What made you move to Nashville?
So I, similar to Tyra, I did a commercial guitar program. So same thing for voice, but just for guitar.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Good stuff. What's the second one you got for us?
Devils in the details. I call it Devils.
Who'd you write this one with?
I didn't write this one, actually.
Okay.
This is an outside cut.
So, yeah, tell us about that, because I feel like there's a lot of artists in town that are afraid to take outside cuts, but I feel like it could be a beneficial thing to a lot of artists, you know?
I think that's a prideful thing. I think there is way too many talented songwriters in town to not take an outside cut.
For sure.
Like, I understand, like, wanting to be a writer on the song, which I am a writer on most of my songs, but I'm also not against cutting an outside song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
This is Brett James wrote this song.
okay, sweet. Let's do it up.
Yeah. Daddy always said she was this little firecracker, red-head, freckle-faced, wild whippersnapper. Said there's only one of you, ain't nothing like the other two. Sneaky smile on her face, stolen candy in her pocket. Mama always said she didn't know where she got it, her little wicked side. But Mama didn't seem to mind. Then one Sunday, sitting in the pew, sister said, preacher man looks like you, kinda looks like you. Hidden in the shadows, buried in the ground, dirty little secrets, white steeple town, where everybody knows but nobody ever tells. Bones in the closet, writing on the wall, lies get big in a place so small. As it goes around, comes around, pretty pony carousel. But the devil's in the details. Devil's in the details. Has mama been lying or is sister just crazy? If daddy found out, I'm afraid he'd hate me. 'Cause something in her knew she didn't want to prove. They say what you don't know can't hurt you, and in the same breath, honesty is a virtue. She had to pick a side. Now the secret's hers to hide. Every Sunday, sitting in the pew, she stares right into the truth. Hidden in the shadows, buried in the ground, dirty little secrets, white steeple town, where everybody knows but nobody ever tells. Bones in the closet, writing on the wall, lies get big in a place so small. As it goes around, comes around, pretty pony carousel. But the devil's in the details. Oh yeah, the devil's in the details. Now the bloodline is sleeping in the bed they made. Town still talking what the secrets say. Shadows buried in the ground, dirty little secrets, white steeple town, where everybody knows but nobody ever tells. Bones in the closet, writing on the wall, lies get big in a place so small. As it goes around, comes around, pretty pony carousel. But the devil's in the details. Devil's in the details.
Let's go. What a tune, guys.
Thanks.
And that one's out?
That one's out. Both of those are out.
Awesome. Go check those out on all platforms. What's this third one you got?
Yeah.
This is the unreleased
one?
This
was the unreleased one.
Let's go.
This is my next single, and it is the Saddie song. So
for the saddies.
This is called Something Blue. Sorry. She got the Tiffany box, 3-carat princess Karak, and the Walmart parking lot is a worse place to find out. She'll walk down the aisle in white. I'm walking down aisle 5 to pick out a cheap box of wine, 'cause it's sinking in now. She is your forever kind. I was just your borrowed time. But don't before you go and say I do. She gets the flame, I got the burn. She gets the better, I got the worse. Now we're something old, she's something new, and I'm just something blue. She'll get that honeymoon suite somewhere off the coast of Greece, while I'm sleeping until 3, just wishing that was me. I guess 2 years don't mean a thing. She is your forever kind. I was just your borrowed time. The don't before you go and say I do. She gets the flame, I got the burn. She gets the better, I got the worse. Now we're something old, she's something new, and I'm just something blue. Blue, blue, blue. Tears left on my pillowcase. You never looked at me the way you look at her every day. She's your forever kind. I was just your borrowed time. The don't before you go and say I do. She gets the flame, I got the burn. She gets the better, I got the worse. Now we're something old, she's something new, and I'm just something blue. She got the Tiffany box, 3-carat princess cut rock.
Dang, what a tune.
Thanks.
People are going to love that one.
The saddies.
Yes, the saddies will love that. I feel like that's, I mean, obviously the cool part about country music itself is that people like it because of the sad songs, you know? And not always the happy ones.
It's my favorite ones to write because those are the most vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just love writing a good, sad ballad.
Absolutely. No, that's great.
Yeah.
What's this fourth one? The last one?
This is Whiskey Sour. This one's out. Go stream it.
Let's go.
It started sweet. We were only 2 drinks in. You were telling me how you brag about me to your friends all summer long. We were something strong, like the 80 proof that we were sipping on. Bartender poured us out third. You started slurring your words, said something I wish I never heard. Was I ever on your mind when you were being unfaithful? Even if it's just one time, it doesn't make it less painful. Now that everything's changed, it's on you, this ain't about her. Never tasted a love like ours. Till things went whiskey sour. Ooh. Till things went whiskey sour. Ooh. Under the sip, to try and help the truth sink in. Was she worth it? With all the damage that you did, it makes me sick. How oblivious I must have been to fall for that lie you lit. Was I ever on your mind when you were being unfaithful? Even if it's just one time, it doesn't make it less painful. Now that everything's changed, it's on you, this ain't about her. Never tasted a love like ours. Till things went whiskey sour. Ooh. Till things went whiskey sour. It ain't worth the hangover, a wasted fight. Was the proof behind the bottle this whole time? Was I ever on your mind when you were being unfaithful? Even if it's just one time, it doesn't make it less painful. Now that everything's changed, it's on you, this ain't about her. Never tasted a love like ours. till things went whiskey sour. Ooh, till things went whiskey sour. Till things went whiskey sour. Ooh, ooh.
Let's go. Go check out Whiskey Sour on all platforms. Tyra, thanks for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's your social media at?
Oh, Tyra Madison, TyraMadison on Instagram. Tyra Madison Music on TikTok. Facebook. We're loving Facebook these days. Tyra Madison Music.
Awesome. That's great. Well, Podunk Perspective, you heard it first. We out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Podunk Perspective. We drop new episodes every Monday. Till next time.